Recently, someone texted and commented asking us to make a video about something called past life regression hypnosis. After searching on Google to see what it was, we decided to put this spiritual hot chain under a scientific perspective with you guys, to see what the essence of past life regression hypnosis is. Past life regression hypnosis, spiritual version of time travel. Past life regression hypnosis, in Western language, means using hypnosis to recover memories of past lives. The concept of past life memories is not new. In the 2nd century BC, the Hindu scholar Patanjali mentioned this idea in the Yoga Sutra. He believed that the human soul gradually becomes heavy due to the accumulation of memories from previous lives, Patanjali called the process of recovering memories from past lives pratiprasava. According to Wikipedia, this technique is still applied in some modern yoga exercises. In addition, those who watch a lot of Chinese historical dramas will surely remember a lady with a very feminine name, Mrs. Meng or Mengpo. Mrs. Meng is actually the goddess of oblivion in Chinese mythology. Even though she is a goddess, Mengpo lives quite simply. It is said that she sells soup on Naiha Bridge. It is said to sell, but anyone, oh no, any ghost who passes Naiha Bridge can drink the soup. There is a version called Mengpo tea, free to forget the memories of the previous life, to relieve the burden on the soul before reincarnation. According to legend, those who stubbornly refuse to drink Mengpo's soup will remember everything in their previous life. This super hot trend of hypnosis to recall past lives seems to originate from a YouTube video on Kwai Hat VN channel. It is unclear whether the people practicing this method have knowledge of dual mechanics or not. Yes, but probably not. Because if they understood what quantum mechanics is, they would know that quantum mechanics only applies to the subatomic world, that is, to atoms and subatomic particles such as electrons, protons, neutrons, or quarks, but not to macroscopic organizations, that is, large ones like the human brain. That means quantum hypnosis is like quantum speed reading, quantum healing, from a scientific point of view, are just pseudoscientific concepts, borrowing the name of quantum mechanics to have a cool name and sound scientific. Hypnosis is basically a state in which the hypnotized person is in a relaxed, loose, but focused state and tends to respond more openly to the suggestions of the hypnotist. The hypnotist can then guide the hypnotized person through various visualizations or instructions, depending on the hypnotist's intentions. The nature of the hypnotic state is still a controversial subject. One school of thought holds that hypnosis is a state of mind that is different from normal consciousness. That is, the hypnotized person is led into a state of mind that is completely different from the waking state. Another school of thought holds that hypnosis is essentially a role-playing game. You relax, concentrate, and follow the hypnotist's instructions with the expectation that a certain hypnotic state will be achieved. Whatever the nature of hypnosis, one thing is clear. Hypnosis is a voluntary process. The hypnotized person must voluntarily listen and comply with the hypnotist's instructions to some extent. That is, you cannot hypnotize someone who does not want to be hypnotized. This means that hypnosis may work for one person but not for another, depending on the strength of the mind and the level of cooperation. In medicine, hypnosis is used by doctors and psychologists as a psychotherapy to treat depression, anxiety, eating disorders, sleep disorders, gambling addiction, persistent fears, post-traumatic stress, and sometimes even smoking cessation, weight loss, and pain. It may sound creepy, but it is important to note that at present, hypnosis is not recognized as a mainstream medical therapy. Instead, it is called an alternative medicine. That is, a therapy that is performed in an attempt to achieve the healing effects of mainstream medicine, but lacks biological plausibility, and is unproven, even unproven, and in some cases has been proven to be ineffective. An article on the UK Public Health System website summarizes the process of a hypnosis session as follows. First, you and your therapist will have a conversation to discuss the problem you are facing, what you hope to achieve after the session, and the hypnosis method that will be used. The therapist will then put you into a deep hypnotic state, using the agreed method to help you achieve your goals. And finally, you will be brought out of the hypnotic state. In quotes. The video also emphasizes that you are in complete control of yourself during the hypnosis process. You do not need to follow the hypnotist's suggestions or instructions if you do not want to, and you can completely take the initiative to come out of the hypnotic state whenever you want. From the above facts, it can be affirmed that hypnosis is not as mysterious and miraculous as folk rumors, and that the fake hypnosis magic shows in movies and on stage, with content like the hypnotist controls and commands the hypnotized person, makes him reveal all his secrets, or uses hypnosis to mentally imprison someone. All are exaggerated, staged, and distorted details.